Going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. Today we're going to be discussing one of our top players on this team, a young up-and-coming star, and he's bursting onto the scene in the playoffs, man. We're going to be talking about Dexter Lawrence, one of the best defensive tackles in the league. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly why and how he's able to do the things that he's able to do. But before we dive in, if this is your first time visiting the channel, subscribe down below. Road to K is still active. 400 is literally right here. So if you're a new visitor, man, please subscribe down below. We're trying to hit 400. And comment down below what you guys think about Dexter Lawrence and the Giants, because we got a playoff game this Saturday. And yeah, man, like it up the video. Let's get straight into it. So Dexter Lawrence is bursted onto the scene this year, showing why we took him with the 17th or 16th selection back when we drafted Daniel Jones, and showing that he's top 2 and he might not be 2. Like, Dexter Lawrence has been that good this year. You know, going into the season, obviously last year losing Dalvin Tomlinson, it kind of showed that, hey, this defensive line isn't really what it was. You were hoping for Dexter Lawrence to take that next step, and last year he just wasn't really having it, where some people like to look at some of the numbers, and the sacks aren't there, but some of the pressures were always a little bit there, and some of his athletic ability was always on display, but it just never was, like, there. Like, the stats wouldn't tell you that Dexter Lawrence is being a dominant run defender, a dominant pass rusher. And honestly, now you're just seeing him run dudes over. Like, if you're not looking at the stats, you can just look at the film and he's just running dudes over. Shout out to Justin Pennick on Talking Giants on these clips, man. I just had to show the same ones. And Dexter Lawrence has just been going crazy this year. This past game going against the Vikings, man, he put up 7 pressures and 5 quarterback hits, and you can just tell from the jump, man, this guy was just going crazy. You know, all week I was saying they were going to have their third string center, and they actually had their best center, Bradbury, but going into the game, I knew Bradbury was not going to he wasn't even going to be able to hold his lunch money, man. Dexter Lawrence was just throwing this dude left and right, and you could just tell, especially in the crunch moments, man, after playing a whole drive, after playing a whole game, in the last drive, he was still able to get to the quarterback at will, man. There'll be times where he's getting double teamed. There'll be time where that left guard is trying to take him on, and Dexter Lawrence is just tossing dudes left and right. And I think one of the biggest things is knowing that he always had that run defense. Like, he was always able to shed off of some blocks and make some tackles, stopping the run. But now, man, he's putting it all together, and definitely credit to his coaching staff this year for bringing the best out of him, because this is by far one of the best performances I've seen from a defensive tackle in a very, very long time. You know, obviously he was a first-round pick, a top 20 pick, and we expected a lot of things out of him. And knowing that this dude is 340 pounds, around 6'5", and he's able to run guys down. Like, this guy is an athlete. And I think one of the biggest things going into this year and showing what he's done all year is that this man does not come off the field. Like, a lot of teams that you see when they have, like, jumbo packages and when they have, like, 340-pound linemen, these dudes do 2 snaps and they're off. They're off. They need to catch a breather. Dexter Lawrence be playing all game, like all of the drives. This past game, he played for 86% of the snaps on the defensive side of the ball. What other 340-pound lineman are you seeing that's doing that? Dexter Lawrence is up there with Aaron Donald in terms of the effect that he has on the defensive front. Chris Jones is another example. Chris Jones is very dominant. Jeffrey Simmons, but man, watching this guy play football, this is like, if you want to know how football is played, his tape should be put on the board, man, because he's tossing guards, tossing centers left and right. And going into the Eagles matchup, man, he's going to be facing Jason Kelce, one of the best centers in the league. And obviously the offensive line is stout, but so far I have not seen anyone been able to hold down Dexter Lawrence, and I really am not expecting that to come up. But I just have to highlight, man, Dexter Lawrence is in for a big payday, but he is one of the main reasons we're here today. One of the main reasons why we're even in the divisional round of the playoffs, because just pairing him up with Leonard Williams, you hoped that he was going to be the complementary piece to Leonard Williams, but it's been the opposite this year. Leonard Williams is that piece that's going with Dexter Lawrence, because obviously with how dominant he is, Dexter Lawrence is probably going to be soaking up most of the double teams moving forward, and now Leonard Williams gets that one-on-one. Leonard Williams also had 7 pressures himself. Just being able to have that little tandem going on, man, it just makes our defensive line even better, and we're not even talking about Kayvon Thibodeau or Azeez Ojulari yet, but it all starts from the one man, the guy who's been probably the best player on the defensive side of the ball, and Dexter Lawrence, man. Let me know what you guys think down below, man. Dexter Lawrence has been a dominant season, but we're going to need another dominant outing out of Dexter Lawrence for this week if we expect to win this game, man. And part of me feels like he really is going to show on national television why he should be top 2 and not 2 at defensive tackle position, man. Comment down below what you guys think, man. Subscribe down below. Royalton K is still active, man. Like up this content. If you're new to the channel, I got more videos to my left right here. And stay tuned for another video tomorrow, man. Catch you on the next one. Go Big Blue. What's going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. I'm calling all the Daniel Jones haters. Pull up to this video. Watch this video real quick. The New York Yankees lose the series. We get swept back in the third quarter. The third quarter was really when we started to make our moves. And DeMar, banger.
Make sure you subscribe to the Juke.